Well, good evening, friends. I in one of the videos a few weeks ago, I talked that I do not subscribe to ideas to paranormal or ideas of spiritualities of big way. But I wanted to talk about things that happened to me over the last couple of years, and the spirituality gives me an answer how it's called, but with no explanation much. In spirituality, it's called a thing called stolen manifestation. What is stolen manifestation? It's imagine you know something, you want something, and you build constructive things, and then that's related to you, to your situation, and then suddenly, when you're about to collect your, in a way, desires or things that you wanted that you built, suddenly there is someone, either one person or few people, who are very similar to your profile. They can be from the same they can be from the same area you lived. They will be from the same area you were born. They will be they can be from even your age or even know each other. And whatever you wanted suddenly is realized in their life. And it's kind of strange because people think that they are predicting something. So people start thinking, when something like this happens, people start thinking that they have some kind of a foreseeing power, in a way, like spirituality says. But actually, I was thinking after twice this happened to me, and it's kind of happened through long years. Especially it was in Las Vegas. Now the second one was I was expecting through Sofia, but it didn't work exactly. But it was really similar, and sounds as like crazy. But what the deal was, that I was building a situation and work for a specific result of things, and suddenly those things happen to somebody else. And not just happen to somebody else, but as I said, someone you may know. And it looks like you predict things for somebody else, but it's not. I read recently about those defector that ran to, his name is Snowden, and he said really interesting thing, that when there is a computer program that was developed long time ago. Actually, the beginning of this computer program was in Canada. It was called Rainbow. It was grabbing a lot of information, whatever the person was researching, and kind of put them together, and they have information, they have possible outcomes, what the person will do in order to, after this person who is target individual collects those information, what next this person can do. And this way, in a way, it's a predicament. Through a software, an analyst can simply say, this person, one of his goals or next step is this and this. My point here again is I had two situations like this in the past. So, as I said, in the past, I didn't follow, and I still do not follow paranormal things. But I think there is a, Snowden was right maybe about it, that there is a computer program that actually can analyze your action and screw them up by practically, in a way, stealing total profile of what you were doing and you were reaching as goal. It's the same as for, I would say, writers, right? Imagine a person do writing for a very long time, and when this person does writing, he has kind of a novel, or has some kind of a, script that he would sell or make money, and suddenly he or she sees on television there is something like this, it's already out there. So the idea from the book, novel, and so on and so on. It's already taken and it's being sold by somebody else, and he or she already received their, in a way, manifestation as reward. Okay? It can happen with people. You can try to reach some people. You want to do connection. Actually, low relations are very close to the same situation, by the way. I will do really fast insert here. A few months ago, I made a video about targeting of relations for between target individuals, and actually, it's one of those, by the way, predicament that is used how the person will behave with others. So if you have your relationship targeted, think and try to remember did you even announce what you're gonna do? Because, as I said, this program that Snowden was talking about was actually predicament by actions that do not have. They didn't announce what they're gonna do. It's just for stuff that it's not. They cannot read. So it means if you did not have, you didn't announce anything, but yet your relationship was targeted without you telling what you're going to do and how you do this, there is highly likely the behavior of a target individual who was looking for a specific connection was analyzed and then hit there. You know, people start getting scared even to talk about, because it's like somebody is reading your mind, but actually it's not reading your mind. It's analyzing behavior patterns that are based on thousands of people before. And this way, without you even telling things, they can predict possible behavior. So it's one of those, I would call, dream stealers, you know, in high tech of gangstalking. People don't realize it's happening, but as I said, I had 2 cases with me already. And fortunately, I hope then the 3rd one won't happen, but I'm sure it's possible to happen. It's one of those things that people try to ruin you, by the way, because it takes your desire to go further, and they can take your ultimate goal away. It's what's most interesting in this. It can happen through years. You can be on something for years, and in the end, it's like somebody stole your biography that you wanted to do so, or do stuff, to do this and this, but this is what happens, and you are, in a way, closed. So the unfortunately, as I said, this is one of those walks you have to take. Unfortunate. I think there is some powers out there that will make it the way that you will lose, as I said, your whatever you wanted to manifest. It's a crappy thing, by the way. I will do a really fast addition to this. I think it's really popular thing. I think a lot of people simply do not realize what is happening. I think this, you know, in the religion, there is a word of God, you know, whatever is yours cannot be taken from you. But this is exactly the way it's taken from you. If you have power that control and can predict outcome of your behavior, of your research and things like this, they can practically steal whatever you have. You should do it really fast if you need something to do, or find a way to keep it for yourself until you finish. You see, I got a private message a while ago that, you know, if I continue with the gangstalking talk, and I grab a specific topic, I will be ridiculed. And that's why I had these two videos I made about ridiculing. And it's one of those that kind of a save me in a way that I can go further without worry about it. As I said, one of the ridiculing situation, it's usually done for something that's really important to you, and this is what people do to research what important for you is. This is this type of predicting in the computer programming. I said I never was so big fan and believer in this type of technology, but I think it is out there, and it's really serious thing. You have a good evening.